What is going on, guys? My name is Cmdr, and welcome to League Center for January 11th, 2017. This is a little shorter week, not a whole lot of news. Didn't even have a 6-0 this week, which congratulations to all the coaches not getting 6-0 this week. Have more leagues to cover, and have a fantastic interview with the ZASTLE coach Blue, but let's get, that rhymes. Let's get right into the news. First comes in the TISA. The TISA is complete. You'll see the matches are currently happening right now. Two matches have happened since me recording this. Commander versus Halo, which you'll see on this channel Friday. And then Combat versus Josh, which was a fantastic battle. You'll see their result next week. But the draft's done. Match is going on the way. It's 10 weeks long. Playoffs. Move on from there. After TISA, we have our update on the ZASTLE League from Dash, the person I go to for all the updates. As week 2 ends, we find ourselves still trying to find out who's going to be the top dogs. There are 6 undefeated teams right now. Dash, who just lost, Blue, who we're interviewing, Cheat, Ice, No Johns, and Oaks. And most of them have tough week 3 opponents. I expect half of the teams mentioned to lose this week. Well, Dash, you already lost, so that works. The coach of the week is Bacon. He did not let week 1 falter him, and although his victory he had week 2 came on a 6% chance, he came through. Bacon's match was awesome. Put himself in position to win with national gift. Sportsmanship player of the week is Pedro. Everyone should know why. The MVP race has Jirachi leading because that's what Blue used to win this week, being the best mon on the best team and also leading in kills, averaging 30 points a game. Zygar, Klefki, Scissor following right behind. Next week we have our first playoff race notifier. After week 3 there will be a fourth done with the regular season. After that, things will start to ramp up midway. We'll have a good idea of the favorites, which is not me. You can continue reading, but you'll see my ZASTLE match for week 3 sometime because I play Thursday. So I play tomorrow. I'm against Pedro, so that means I'm going to lose, but we're going to have a fun time. I have a fantastic team, and I may be even doing some trading. I'm talking with 27 on that. So, right after that, we have the 16th coach of IDL Season 3, and that is Atlas Wave. I believe coach of Atlanta Crimson Surf or something, I don't remember. But he is the 16th coach for IDL Season 3, which happens after the off-season, which off-season starts Saturday. Mons are dished out Saturday, and game starts Sunday, I believe. And speaking of House Infinity, there will be a special League Center on the House Infinity channel January 15, 2017, with myself and Matrix, coach of Carolina Lycanroc. We'll be discussing all the House Infinity leagues that's going on, any House Infinity news, so probably the 16th coach will be also on there. Also, we will be interviewing the champion of IDL Season 2, as that match plays Friday between Dark and the Elm Street Darkrise, and Corey, the defending champion and coach of Corona Caterpies. So look forward to that. Without further ado, now we're going to jump into the replays. We have 3 replays for you this time. As I said, no 6-0s. That's an applaud to all the coaches out there. But let's head straight into your replays. First up for the That Shouldn't Have Happened play of the week, we have Cal, coach of the Detroit Latios, against Dash, coach of the Golden State War Turtles, for ZASTLE Season 1, Week 2. After Mantine and Volcanion are down, the Detroit Latios have a really bad time with D-Dance Lapras, ice sharding everything. And Cal really can't do a whole lot. Even gets a Rock Slide off on this Lapras. However, Lapras just continuously destroys Cal's team. It even came down to a Raichu, which could not do anything against this Lapras. But here comes in Mega Latios and an Ice Shard at +4, and Mega Latios lived that. Somehow, which really shouldn't have happened. It didn't really matter in the end because Bullet Punch killed. But it stopped a 6-0, and that really shouldn't have happened. Moving on to the next game, we have the Pee Your Pants game of the week. This is also in ZASTLE. All 3 replays are in ZASTLE. And this is Pedro, coach of the Vaporeons, against Bacon, coach of the Fall River Floatzuls. Bacon is down 6-2. And he's going to come back. He brings in Entei here with so many hazards on his side, it's not even funny. It's going to be a switch into Hydreigon, which to take the Bulldoze, but it is Natural Gift, which is super effective to take out the Hydreigon, and then because of a burn, even with an attack drop, Entei, after the burn's gone, will be able to take out Quillfish, so it's 4 Mons against 1 Weavile, who is now at half health. Victini's in. Victini gets hit with Fake Out. Knockoff. Even with the Colbur Berry knockoff, Blue Flare misses. Knockoff will take out Victini. Weavile coming in strong. Here comes Jolteon to take another knockoff. Here comes an Empoleon. Oh, that dies to knockoff as well. And this isn't even banded. Here comes Mega Altaria, dies to an Icicle Crash. Weavile going hardcore at the end, giving Bacon the 1-0 victory, and probably the closest match in ZASTLE yet. And last but certainly not least, we have the brother duel, Cheat, coach of the effing Garchomps, against Mr. Taco, coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, where this is the Arceus plague, because it's the last thing I would expect. And the closest thing to the Arceus play this week. So after Swords dancing completely up on a Togedemaru, Zing Zap flinches once, flinches again on Cheat's side, to where Togedemaru is just slowly bringing this thing down, and here comes a third one. But Leaf Blade's going to take out Togedemaru. And here comes in the scary stuff. This is Mega Sharpedo, which is going to protect to give a speed boost. Take a Leaf Blade. That's going to be enough to outspeed the paralyzed Mon on Taco's end to take out with a Crunch. A lot of damage done with Crunch. Blizzard does absolutely nothing, as Crunch will be taking out Araquanid. And here comes in Dodrio. Now, a switch into Delmize to pretty much die to a knockoff, which Cheat could have went into about any other Mon and knockoff would have been fine, but had to deal with jump kick, and then, oh yeah, there's a crit body slam. That shouldn't have happened either. After this replay finishes up, you're going to see the matches for the week, how everyone did and across all the leagues, and then the ZASTLE coach that came in, which is Blue, coach of Miami Top Finnies, and awesome interview with him, so stay tuned after that. But right now, here is your results for the week. What's going on, guys? It is time for the second half of League Center, where we take a coach from any of the leagues that we cover and we interview, talk about their team, etc., etc. You get the picture by now. This week was really hectic, but I somehow got the best coach in the ZASTLE League at the moment, who's going 2-0 plus 10, and that is Blue, coach of the Miami Tapu Finnies. What's up, Blue?
Hey, Commander. Thanks for having me here.
So, without further ado, we're going to jump right in to your team, which I have on screen for everyone to see, also showing you a record of 2-0 plus 10. He's 5-0'd both of his opponents, if you can't do the math by now. The team of Zweilous, which was the mon that you franchised quotations, Jirachi, Mega Venusaur, Azumarill, Salamence, Galvantula, Porygon 2, Cryogonal, Terrakion, Hippowdon, Torkoal, Zoroark, Hawlucha, and Talonflame is the team that was on the dock. Is that the correct team?
Yes.
Okay, so first off, talk about why Zweilous, why mascot Zweilous.
Okay, so the whole point of the franchising thing was to pick a Pokemon, your favorite Pokemon basically, and you get that Pokemon to your team. So my favorite Pokemon is Dino, but obviously you can't really franchise that. That's pretty pointless to franchise. And I saw that if you franchise a Mon with 1 point, you get 20 additional dollars. So I just took that.
And that was Zweilous, and your team shows you had that extra 20 points.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the mons that you use, because you can probably sweep any opponent with the mons you have.
Well, I have to say that I'm very happy with the core I have with my Jirachi and Mega Venusaur. I feel that they counter each of their weaknesses pretty well. And so after that, I added onto it with the Azumarill, which is a very underrated Pokemon in my opinion. Even though, I feel like in most GB formats, it goes undrafted as a tier 1, which surprises me because fairies are really nice to have in the draft format. Another one that I really like is Salamence. I think it's one of the most underrated dragons, just with its setup ability, and it's able to go special, which is really cool also. And a pick that surprised a lot of people was Cryogonal, but it was only 3 points, and it gives me a really fast ice type, really. I'm not really using it for spinning, but it's a really fast ice type. Also, another thing to mention, I faced Sky week 1, and knowing she has a Thunderous Therian, just all of the Therians in general, Cryogonal does really well against them because it outspeeds a lot of them, and specifically Thunderous Therian and Landorus Eye, if you ever go against them, Cryogonal is just a really good stop to them because it forces Thunderous Therian to run knockoff because of its such high SpDef. And then mons that I picked up in free agency were Zoroark and Talonflame. I picked up Zoroark because I saw that Psychic types can do kind of a lot to my team. And then I picked up Talonflame because I saw that a lot of my division was weak to Bird Spam, and the ones that resisted Bird Spam were weak to Fire, so that's why I picked up that, and I'm just really happy with my team, to be honest.
It is a very good team, and your win-to-loss ratio and differential show as, I believe right now you're leading all disaster kills.
Yes, I am. At the moment, yeah.
I'm sure that will stay there for a while. Any of the matches coming up, I don't have your schedule up. Any of the matches coming up that you're worried about?
I say the matches that really catch my eye are week 4 I played 27, so he's always a good opponent, and the funny thing is, as long as I've known him and stuff, I've never actually played him in a league game, so it'll be very interesting to play him for the first time. I really know his playstyle really well, and I'm just excited to play him. And I would have to say another match I'm looking forward to is week 10 against Ice, because going into ZASTLE, people knew Ice was a rookie, and he is a rookie at draft format. but he is really good. I believe he's 2-0 right now, and he's just
I gave him that 2-0.
yes, 2-0 plus 7. So I really think that he's a big threat that no one really saw at the beginning, but just looking at him, I think he's a really big threat to me also. I play him week 10, so hopefully I'm 9-0 going into that. Oh no.
I'm sure that battle will be really good. Well, thank you for joining me, Blue. It's been a nice honor to have one of the best people, as this is kind of one of the best leagues in the, whatever you want to call it, having the best coach in the league come on at the last second. I probably asked you like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries.
But it's been a very nice time. So, that is all. My name is Commander. Remember that Sunday there will be a special episode on House Infinity for the IDL Season 2 playoffs. Thank you, Mr. Blue, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And we will see you again next time.